What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pop Culture Corner. Sorry about that stupid intro. I don't know what I clicked and started doing a countdown, but we're here. It's me and my boy, Marky Mark. Bro,
What up?
the crowd loves you, man.
Let's go.
Where are you right now?
I am on the train in Connecticut somewhere.
So you got a long ride.
Oh my god, yeah. I got 2.5 hours in, got another hour and a half to go.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know if you know this, but um, the UAP report was turned in, and
Yeah,
basically what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of the um, things, the talking notes on said report. So sources tell dailymail.com. Let me zoom in. And I'm going to mute you, okay?
all right.
Because you got a lot of background noise. Sources tell dailymail.com a classified report due to be sent to Congress this week lists more than 150 cases of unexplained UFO encounters in the past year. The 22-page report was compiled by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. That ODNI is the one that came out with the patch with the UFO on it and then took it back and said it was a mistake, and analyzes 366 cases. So, out of 366 cases, 150 are unexplained. That is crazy. Only about half of the UFO encounters could be explained. Examples include video shot by Reaper drones conducting surveillance that caught orbs flying around and then suddenly bolting off. Among the explained, this is the big part. Among the explained cases are brand new surveillance by foreign adversaries, including Chinese spy drones attempting to gather information on the US. The ODNI source was critical of their department's dossier, saying it glossed over the many intriguing and worrying unexplained cases, meaning they're not looking at what they should be looking at. They don't want to talk about this stuff because they really, really don't know what the hell they are. That's the truth, the source said. Now, guys, this is haunting, because if they don't know what they're dealing with, we're fucked. Well, not that we're fucked, but if they're this far behind, they're asking the wrong questions. What do you think about this?
It makes no sense.
So,
Like,
well, the biggest thing here is the Chinese spy drones. Now,
yeah, like
I didn't know that Chinese spy drones had anti-gravity.
legit. No, that's just like them trying to explain something that like they have no idea what's going on. You
Right.
can't say that a single country has control of this technology because we have no idea what this technology even is.
Well, do you think that one of these countries could have potentially came across the technology and had a significant breakthrough? I mean, China is known for their ability to reverse engineer.
I mean, it's so hard to like. You're saying that like one country can figure it out, what we can't figure out. I mean, if anyone's gonna be able to figure this stuff out, it'd be the U.S. because we've had shit since fucking Roswell in the '50s and probably before that. So to say
Well,
that
I
like one
agree.
country's
I
been able to
agree.
back engineer this kind of stuff is insane to say. There's just no way that they figured it out and no one else did, and that we're just trying to play catch up. Like that's never how it's
Well, I'm
been.
not saying I'm not saying that the United States doesn't have a secret program. I think they do. But I think they're surprised by the fact that the Chinese might also have in their possession these otherworldly fucking technologies that they should have. That's gonna scare
I'm,
them.
I mean, that would make sense, you know, like if they landed here and like we have some shit of theirs that's here, of course it's gonna be over there as well, you know. They're not just looking at one part of the planet, they're looking all over the place. So, I mean, maybe like they have some, but are they any further along than us? Probably not.
You don't think so?
How could they be? I mean, what could they have done that
Dude,
we couldn't?
the Chinese. Remember we talked about in studio. They work for like 16 cents an hour, and they work all day, every day, all day, every day. So all they do is invent and fucking do crazy shit. So, who's to say that they don't have a breakthrough in one of these technologies?
I mean, yeah, like I said, it's
Like
possible, but like,
the the Tic Tac
yeah,
UFO, that could have been Chinese.
I think it's just a way to like calm us again, you know, like trying to explain something away that like we really can't explain at all.
Gage Gibson. They say many countries have retrieved crash crafts. Um, and does that mean there's a bigger story there? Are these beings leaving us? Are they intentionally leaving us technology?
That's a good question because like if they're so smart to get here, they're just gonna crash here.
Yeah,
If they're able
yeah,
to travel across light years and then come in, and then all of a sudden they like fuck up somehow with like I don't know, like a weather miscalculation, some bullshit, and they crash. No, I think it's probably on purpose, or it's like they're just dumping like drones or some shit, you know?
yeah. Um, Now, what do you think about? So you don't think that the Chinese government has made any progress in that field? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I can't see how they can make more than like us. I'm not trying to say that it's a whole like you know nationalism pride type thing, but this whole phenomenon, if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of started in the U.S. You know, the first real reports and
Yeah,
modern
it did.
reports, probably.
Yeah.
So
Did you know? Did you know the first UFO captured on camera was in New Hampshire?
I believe
I know it. There's the picture. I'll send
it.
it.
Well, then
I'll
you had
send
like
it.
Bob Lazar too, who was fucking around with that stuff. He was saying he brought all his friends to see the
Yeah, so
crash.
Bob would frequently bring his friends to sites that he knew he knew when the tests were going to be performed. So he'd bring
Mm,
people out there to prove that he wasn't crazy.
yeah.
Guys, I want to say this real quick. Please like, share, share, share. The show on YouTube isn't doing as great as I wanted to. I haven't been marketing it the way I should because I'm focused on the audio. Um, Huge shout out to audio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, all those guys. Um, the podcast is absolutely blowing up on audio, and I only wish the same for YouTube because I think YouTube delivers a more engaging community where we can talk to each other, where we can discuss ideas together. Um, Whereas you can't do that on Spotify. So yeah, they're video capable, and I'm video capable on Spotify, but we can't engage. So YouTube is that one of a kind thing. And some of our shows don't go to Spotify; they only go to YouTube. Like tonight, this will not go on audio. This will is YouTube specific. So guys, we appreciate you so much. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, join the membership if you can. Big things on the horizon. Some killer guests. Absolute savages. And I can't wait. Guys, NASA. NASA. NASA has discovered a planet killer asteroid orbiting our sun that was hidden by glare of the sun. Now, this asteroid is about, I'd say, a mile. They were talking about a mile. If this thing were to hit the sun, guys, it's game over.
Big ass solar flare.
No, not a solar flare, like an absolute eruption. Just 1 minute and it would be gone. So, they're keeping an eye on it. It's not at a distance where it's troublesome yet, but that's not to say, in the future it can't get knocked off orbit and get closer and all that. What do you think could be? What do you think of situations like this? Like, what scares you when it comes to, things like this, like asteroids, comets hitting the Earth, hitting other planets? Does it kind of scare you?
I mean, that shit's terrifying. Like the fact that like we're just out there and there's so many other things that could come by and just wipe us all out at any second is incredible. Like it's happened before. This is like
Did you hear
our
about
planet's been hit many fucking times, and the
right?
moon's been cratered billions of times.
The look at
It's
look at the moon, and then look at the dinosaurs wiped
yeah.
out, wiped out. Like it's not there's a high probability that that is the way that we go out.
Oh yeah. I mean, we love to think that we're indestructible at this point. Like we go about our daily business and fall into our
Well,
routines and whatnot. And
that's why NASA did that test where they deflected an asteroid. It was like a couple
yeah,
weeks ago. We
that
did a
was some
live
crazy
stream.
shit.
That was yo, that video was insane. When it was coming up close on it,
Yeah. The
oh
fact that
my
that worked
lord.
though is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, well, it just goes to show you that we do have the technology to diffuse a situation like that.
I mean,
And that
theoretically, we
makes
had that technology back in the '90s too, though. Ever seen that movie Armageddon?
yeah,
Just fucking
that has
drill a hole in it and let's go.
no that yeah, but we can't do that right now. We have much better ways to do it. And honestly, if you hit it with a nuke, it would explode, but nuclear fallout, all that
Yeah, and
all that
then you get
stuff.
all that shit falling back into Earth. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be an issue. Speaking of NASA, NASA wants to mine an asteroid, a golden asteroid that has enough material in it to make every person on the Earth a billionaire. This
Jesus Christ.
this asteroid could literally change the world as we know it.
Maybe
And
not
it
for the better though.
yeah, well
I mean,
they're
if
they're not
everyone's
going to
rich, no one's rich.
share. They're not going to
Yeah.
share it.
Wasn't that Elon Musk's idea? Didn't he have where he wanted
Yep.
like basically
Yep.
like create a ring around the world where it's just like, all right, we can mine all the asteroids and like the belt around us.
Well, there's a lot you can do with asteroids, including hijacking them and making them spaceships.
That's a crazy idea, but yeah, that would make
Gage,
one of a
thank
big enough
you.
rock.
Gage, thank you for supporting the channel with the $10 super chat. Bruce Willis has stopped an asteroid before. He could do it again. That was the best comment of the night. Guys,
Yes,
we
sir.
we need more support. I hate to say this, but since we switched topics, YouTube's been slacking. Guys like Gage, that you guys are absolutely amazing right now. Nick, Adam, Billy, um, Brian from Recovery Brothers, Greg from Pursuit of Paranormal, all you guys watching the shows consistently. You make it worth it. And we're going to get there. We're going to get there, you know, with the movie community. I built myself up. So I'm doing the same with the UFO community. And we have so many cool guests coming on. I promise, I promise. Stick around for this ride and you will be satisfied. Mark, can you attest to that?
Oh yeah, for sure. We got
How
big plans coming.
how driven am I?
You're all in, man. This is you. This is your
I am
thing.
all in, baby. All I think about is this show and you guys. So trust me, I'm here for the long haul, and we're gonna be talking about this shit till fucking the president says, yeah, UFOs and aliens are real. And then we're gonna talk about it after that too. But anyway, what do you think about mining asteroids?
I mean, it's a crazy concept, but if it works, I mean, I'm all for it because we're destroying our Earth right now by mining shit right now. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
cobalt mining and all the other lithium ion batteries and all that shit.
yeah,
It's a good
and
idea, but it's terrible for us right now.
yeah, and these craft, I mean, asteroid, they are supposedly nickel and iron, and it's basically it would be an early planet. So that would be the core of a planet formed later in life, and then
Mm.
like, but we're gonna mine it before it could ever get the chance. Um, so you know,
It's a genius idea, but like the
genius.
practicality of it right now is,
There's
I
like
think, way too
it's
far off.
it's 15 quadrillion dollars in asset.
It's crazy.
It could
But are we gonna be
change the
like,
world.
can we legitimately do it at this point in time?
Yes,
Probably
yes.
not. You really
Yep.
think so?
Send drones, they do their work, and then they come back to the International Space Station, and then
How far
it's
off of an
like,
object are we talking about, though?
I am not sure. Let's look into that.
Because like I feel like what is it? A Kuiper belt? Is that the closest one to our planet? I know there's an inner belt and an outer belt for our solar system. I'm not sure which one they're talking about. Probably the inner belt, I'd imagine. But even that's like fucking millions of miles away.
All right, here we go. So NASA. Oh, I haven't shared the screen yet. Sorry, guys. So NASA to explore golden asteroid that could make everyone on Earth a billionaire.
Could keyword there.
Yeah, they're not going to share a dime.
No.
But
Might make things a little cheaper for us, but
the
about it.
US the US Space Agency is eyeing an asteroid that contains enough gold to make everyone on Earth rich beyond their wildest dreams. NASA is set to launch a mission towards an asteroid known as Psyche 16 that could change life as we know it. The mysterious rock contains gold and is believed to
That
be
is
loaded
wild.
with platinum, iron, and nickel. Sorry, buddy, I had to mute you. I couldn't concentrate with the background noise. But I appreciate you being here. It's not your fault. Um, so the mysterious rock contains gold and is believed to be loaded with platinum, iron, and nickel, the building blocks for all technology. The estimated worth of Psyche 16's metal is worth an eye-watering 15 fit. Jesus Christ, I can't even say this amount of money. 15 15.590 quadrillion, enough to make every single person on Earth a billionaire. According to NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab, the asteroid is unique as it appears to be exposed nickel iron core of an early planet. So that's what I was talking about. So it's the core of an early inner planet, one of the building blocks of our solar system. So our Earth was once one of these things. deep within rocky terrestrial planets, including Earth. God, I'm so good at this. Scientists infer the presence of metallic cores, but these lie unreachably far below the planet's rocky mantles and crusts, NASA explains in its website. Because we cannot see or measure Earth's core directly, Psyche offers a unique window into the violent history of collisions and accretion that created the terrestrial planets. The rock has been known for quite some time, but Scott Moore, head of Eurosun Mining, explained the sheer amount of gold in the asteroid could throw the gold industry into chaos. The titans of gold now control hundreds of the best producing properties around the world, he told Oil Price. But the 4 to 5 million ounces of gold they bring to the market every year pales in comparison to the conquests available in space. So basically, the gold industry is fighting this because supply and demand. If there's too much supply, there's not enough demand. And so again, greedy people, greedy fucking people.
We're too greedy. We don't work together to do anything. That's why we'll never advance much further. I mean, that's a pretty pessimistic view, but I don't think we're going to get much further than where we're at if we don't fucking work together. It's absolutely ridiculous to think that we can keep going the way we're going with
Do you
the
think
population growth and all that other shit, that we can actually sustain ourselves.
for a moment that there could be a um world peace kind of deal?
No,
Like where
simply not.
all the countries work together.
I don't think so.
What
Not
if
in the near future.
what if aliens landed and said you have to work together or else?
See, that is the only time. We're so conditioned to doing our own thing that like it would take something absolutely monumental to shift our mindset. Like a cohesive mind. No, we just so self-absorbed. That's how, like society is raised us to
You're
just
break
think
you're
about
break
ourselves.
you broke up. Can you start that again?
I don't know. I'm getting terrible service here, but I was just saying like we're never gonna be able to do that. I mean, there's just too many like
It's too many
self-centered
variables.
people. It's also like everyone's just so self-centered too. I mean, we're conditioned to think a certain way, and that the condition that we're
But what if the end goal was everybody in the world is a millionaire, a billionaire? Like I think that outweighs supply and demand because then everybody has enough money to do whatever they want, right?
let me ask you this: why haven't we converted to alternative energy sources yet? We have the technology;
Because
it's all there.
because it would
The
destroy
infrastructure is almost
it
there.
would destroy the economy.
Exactly. It's the only thing that's holding us together is the flow of money. You take that out of the equation, and shit just goes crazy instantly.
Do you
You,
support a digital currency that's tied to your social security?
fuck no. That's just another way to control us.
Yep,
That
exactly.
is the dumbest idea ever. And the
They're
only people that
doing
want to
that
actually,
already.
oh, I know. China's already implemented something like that where they
Yep.
have like a social credit
It's a
system.
social credit system, yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
See, you
um,
need to be in the studio for this kind of talk.
I do, I know.
Because we have
'Cause-
fire conversations, bro.
yeah, it's just crazy. Like,
Yo,
all
China,
these,
China and Japan, um, they have these. I don't know if it's China or Japan, but they have these places you can go and fuck a robot. Like you walk into the like it's like it's like a phone booth, and you walk in, close the door, fuck a robot, and go back to work. But but
how fucking
but
weird are we?
but but they won't let their fucking people see a movie that includes the devil.
That's just how they think. I mean, it's so hard to change how someone thinks and how society thinks. It's even harder. There's no way to like get everyone on the same page on anything. Like even the most simple fucking things like protecting our own planet, we can't figure that shit out. So how the fuck are we gonna figure out how to mine asteroids and rewire the entire economy and everything else? I just don't see it being
It's gonna
feasible right now.
take it's gonna take every person on the planet working together. And that's why I think, and shout out to the aliens or ETs or interdimensional beings or time travelers from the future or any of the above or any I haven't listed, etc. To any of you, what we need is you to reveal yourself so that together the human race can work alongside you and make this planet great again. That's a good shirt. Make this
I mean,
planet great
legit.
again.
That's a great merch.
I
Yeah,
am
it's so true
coining
though.
that.
It's do it. It's yours.
Yo, you're coming up with a fire shirt for us.
Oh yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna get a lot of good merchandise in the works. I'm gonna get some nice
speak
designs going. I might recruit some friends to help me out, but it'll be good.
Speaking of which, how do you get that on the computer?
I got a friend. She's a graphic artist, and she knows how to fuck around with all that stuff. So I can just give her some of my sketches. And she can copy paste, and we'll get it going.
Cool. Um, Tonight's
Yeah,
only going to be a
I'm
30
excited
minute
about
show
that. I
because,
love doing some artsy shit.
yeah, and I love having, cool shirts that people would buy to wear, not just to support the channel, but because they're cool, you know? So,
Yeah,
um,
no, we can do a lot with this topic too. I mean, the whole outer space aliens
yeah.
and shit, man. I'm already cooking up ideas right now.
Yo, did you hear? Elon Musk unveiled a light speed engine. Holy fuck. I totally forgot.
A light speed engine?
Yeah.
That's some straight up sci-fi shit. How does that work?
Hold on.
Did he find that missing element that they have?
No, it's still, they did reveal it. I don't know if it works yet, but proof of concept was achieved.
Yeah, real talk. Is he an alien?
I think he's a fucking
I think he
alien.
might be.
Dude, I am pretty sure he's an alien.
Dude, he's too smart.
Dude,
It just doesn't
this
make sense.
guy, he's I've been saying this for years. He's either the hero of our story or he's the villain and we're just
Oh
waiting
yeah.
to find out.
Can straight up go either way. It's like an origin story right now.
Yeah, no,
Just waiting for shit to
exactly.
pop off.
All right, we're going to watch a little
Wow,
video.
he's done the amount of shit he. What?
Revolution. This tech titan has been revolutionizing several sectors as his companies keep introducing some mind-blowing new things. Space exploration sector is already becoming another Elon-dominated place, with his company, SpaceX, which is valued at over $100 billion. And this billionaire seems to bolster his company's position in the game a bit more by revealing a whole new rocket engine. NASA, the leading name in the space industry, has joined hands with SpaceX to make this engine, named the Lightspeed engine, which apparently defies the laws of physics. Taking on the challenge. When it comes to space, there's a problem with our human drive to go all the places.
Tell me right the fuck now that if this thing can actually go faster than the speed of light and defies our fucking physics, that it wasn't reverse engineered. They are What they are doing right now, guys, is they're showing you their right hand and saying, look at what we did with this reverse engineered technology. But in the left hand is a secret reverse engineering program that has no oversight, operates completely separate from any branch of the government, military, scientific community. It's illegal. So to tell me this, they didn't just fucking what light speed engine, unless Elon is an alien.
Places and see all the things. The thing is, space is big, really big. Even traveling at the maximum speed the universe allows, it would take us years to reach our nearest neighboring star. Even Mars, which Elon Musk wants to colonize, would require space travel of at least 5 months. 5 months is a lot of time in space if you give it a thought. Spending that much amount of time in space can prove a bit dangerous for the astronauts who are going to colonize Mars according to Elon's plans. It can have adverse effects on the Mars colonizers' health and mind due to the long time as well as the radiation in space. On top of that, Elon Musk has a greater plan of transporting 1 million people on the red planet by 2050, and less than 30 years are left to conceptualize that plan of his. To put things on a pedestal, Elon needs a technology that will give his plan a boost, as he first needs to get all the things needed to create the colony on the surface of Mars. So, Elon has been looking for a solution for all of that, and NASA came up with the exact thing Elon was looking for: a revolutionary rocket engine that drags the whole trip time down to less than 30
Oh,
minutes.
NASA had it. the
An
whole
engine
time?
that promises future. There's an idea for a motor that can accelerate to 99% of the speed of light without.
Oh, NASA just conveniently had the missing puzzle piece that they may or may not have recovered or been given by somebody who recovered it. Oh, I
Yeah, I mean,
wonder why.
I want to know who was the guy that came up with that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
tell me his name, because that man is gonna get a Nobel Prize or some shit.
Yeah,
You developed a light speed engine? I'm sorry, huh?
Using any fuel. That might sound like a sci-fi movie, yet it's not. One of NASA's inventions almost acts similarly, and it could possibly oppose physics. David Burns is the one who came up with the idea of the design of this amazing rocket engine, and he called it the helical engine on paper. Understandably, this paper has caused a buzz, and NASA ended up working out this new engine with none other than the person who was searching for something like this, Elon Musk. Well, this isn't the first time NASA and Elon Musk joined hands. Elon's company SpaceX has been transporting crews and materials to the International Space Station for quite some time now. No fuel is needed. The most mind-blowing feature of this new rocket engine is that it won't be using any traditional organic fuel. Sounds pretty impossible, right? Currently, most commercial
Oh,
and
here
military
we go.
rockets use chemical fuels, which have to be pre-made on Earth.
That is not
Here-
ours.
Here we go. This is not our fucking technology. This
No.
is not ours.
There's no shot.
There's no fucking way.
And then loaded into rocket boosters prior to launch. Not only is this expensive and extremely complex, but it also limits how much weight can be lifted off of Earth's surface. So, can you guess where the new engines gets its juice from? Here's a clue for you. Elon Musk's cars are powered by it. Yes, you guessed it right. Electricity. It might sound crazy at first, but when you consider that 95% of everything you do in life involves using electricity at some point,
What if you
it
get?
doesn't seem so far-fetched anymore.
What if you run through an electrical storm in space and your ship just shuts the fuck down?
Yeah, legit. What do you have, your own separate magnetosphere?
I don't think the ship runs on electricity. I think
Nah,
it's anti-gravity, and they don't want to
Some
say it.
fugazi shit, yeah.
This new engine works by exploiting the way mass can change at relativistic speeds, those close to the speed of light in a vacuum. The idea of fuelless rocket engines isn't a new concept, actually. In the late 1970s,
Yeah,
a
because we've been
U.S.
talking
inventor
about it
named
for
Robert
years
Cook
with UFOs.
patented an engine that converted centrifugal force into linear motion. In the early 2000s, a British inventor named Roger Sawyer proposed an M-drive engine idea, claiming to convert trapped microwaves into thrust. The M-drive in particular was dubbed the impossible engine because it is essentially a container with microwaves bouncing around inside it, supposedly moving due to these bouncy microwaves. Featuring some numbers. When it comes to speed, the greatest speed known to mankind is the speed of light, which is 186,000 miles per second. What is known is that there's no way the light of speed can be achieved. Well, that's what science says. But this engine can be challenging that fact of physics. The engine itself would be able to get to 99% the speed of light if you had enough time and power, according to Burns. With that astonishing speed, Burns mentioned this engine can simply finish a trip to the moon, which is 240,000 miles, in only 1.3 seconds.
What?
When it comes to Elon Musk's targeted planet Mars, with the help of this new engine, his latest rocket Starship will be able to make the trip within 12.5
moon?
minutes.
That's insane.
It seems pretty
In
impossible,
1
right?
second?
Yeah,
Before the
what?
new Lightspeed engine was revealed, Elon was hinting to the world in a way about an engine that can take the world to Mars within the shortest possible time.
What about the
Well, he
inertial
went
effect?
with a more realistic
Yeah,
number
no,
of fewer
exactly.
than 70
How'd you
days.
not break the guy's neck?
Not without doubt.
They
This
were
new
turning a
engine
pudding
sounds
at
really
that
great
speed.
and is showing a lot of potential for sure. But that doesn't mean it's a sure shot thing. Some have claimed that the very foundation of this new engine may be violating the law of physics. In contrast, others argue that the engine concept is excellent, but only on paper. The helical
can't
chamber would have to
violate
be
the
pretty
laws of
large.
physics because
To generate any
physics,
significant thrust in the helical engine,
we don't
a
have it, all
megastructure
of
the
it.
size of a skyscraper is needed.
That's true.
And it would need to generate 165 megawatts of energy to produce 1 newton of thrust. That's the equivalent of a power station producing the force required to accelerate a kilogram of mass per second squared.
I just think that
So a lot of input
NASA's
for a teeny
hiding
tiny
something
output.
with this. I think
It's horribly inefficient.
interstellar
However,
travel,
David
and
Burns, a NASA
light-speed
engineer who has
travel,
been working on this problem
it
in his
doesn't
own
work
time,
with
claims that it might
electricity.
actually
It
work in
works with
vacuum space.
anti-gravity. And I
Burns
think
notes the efficiency
this is a
problem in his
facade
presentation and said
where
that what we
gotta
have
be,
to
yeah.
do is a piece of groundwork that could be used to develop such an engine.
Well, like, look at that, though.
What we
Jesus
have
Christ.
is a
look,
dream
they're
of the
basically
stars.
showing us what they already know.
Testing is going
Yeah.
on. In September, Musk and a team of scientists at NASA announced their design for a revolutionary rocket they called the Raptor. It can withstand more than 500,000 pounds of thrust and run on liquid methane rather than traditional kerosene,
Gauge, yep.
meaning it would produce 30% less
Elon
carbon
is a
dioxide
humanoid
emissions
ET.
thanks to the
Spot
use of
on.
liquid methane,
Spot on.
a clean and environmentally friendly fuel. According to the latest advancement of this new engine, this engine, which runs on electricity, is being installed on the revolutionary rocket named Raptor. Before it enters outer space, tests will be conducted on Earth, and engineers estimated that the short flight, sort of up and down flights, would be probable in the first half of next year. That's all for now. I hope you've learned all about the new physics-defying rocket engine by Elon Musk and NASA. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and turn on notifications so you're up to date on the channel's updates. See you in the next video.
Jesus.
Do you want to grow your YouTube channel? Do you want to earn more views, more subscribers, more watch time, and of course, make more money? Well, it might be time
Got
for
the
you
commercial
to upgrade to
showing.
TubeBuddy Pro. Sadly, while a lot of people start YouTube channels, many never reach the success that they dream of. Why?
Sorry, I had a
Well,
little.
there's so much you want to
scare
do
there.
on your YouTube channel, but it's
Sorry, we didn't want to promote that video. I'm gonna get fucking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a strike for using 2 videos now.
No, you might.
But what do you think about that? That's a lot of information, but
Dude, it literally sounds like they're like previewing some like.
they're
alien
getting us
technology.
ready.
Yeah.
They're getting us ready to announce all of it
They got
because
it.
because all of a sudden, like, did you see that video of the SpaceX coming back?
Oh yeah, landing.
The SpaceX landing?
Yeah.
Or no, it's like the Starlink thing.
I mean, I've seen videos of them having the ships land. It's just fucking like insane. But I don't see how like we just can come up with something like that out of the blue. Like, there hasn't been any like other like stuff that's leading up to that, like a natural progression of like the
Yeah.
technological advances. We're just
Well,
gonna jump to right to light speed. Like, come on.
I don't know. I don't know because I think that, and listen, I think we have to understand that if we're looking at this from a point of history that we know, Roswell most likely happened. Virginia definitely happened. There is things that the United States government recovered and is reverse engineering. That's where microchips, um, um, semiconductors, um, Kevlar, all these things came from reverse engineering, supposedly. Everything it's been in the market for a while. You just haven't noticed it. And that's exactly what would happen with this asteroid. Um, NASA would take it, and you know they're not going to share the money. Trust me, they're not. Um, it's going to be, it's going to be a mess. But let's skip past that. Us as a society, what we need to get ready for is the implication that interstellar travel, light speed travel, and anti gravity propulsion are a thing. And we are going to be able to, in our lifetime, potentially buy a craft instead of a car and travel space by ourselves. What do you think about that?
It's an absolute insane thought.
Or, or,
It's like we're
or,
merged.
or, sorry, I muted you. Or we take a plane like you would fly out of Logan Airport to LAX. You get on a plane, quote unquote plane, and fly to Mars, to Jupiter, not to Jupiter, not to Jupiter. You don't want to go there, trust me. But you fly to Mars, and then boom, you're in fucking Sagittarius A. What would you think?
I mean, I'm pumped. If it's a real like possibility, that is incredible. But it's so hard to wrap your head around because it's literally like we're merging right now with science fiction. It's like everything that we thought couldn't be real is starting to
That's
become
what we
real.
talked about, brother. You think
I
you
know.
you grow up one way thinking you know the world, but then one day, everything changes. Everything changes. And the world goes from black and white to much gray. There's so much gray in this world that it's irresponsible for scientists in the mainstream to not take this seriously. It is an insult to the scientific method for them to disregard the subject and to ridicule it.
That's just how it is. Like that's how it's gonna go until someone actually gets some hard proof that shows that we're actually doing all this crazy shit. But until then, it's just gonna be like, like with Galileo and shit, like they're gonna like crucify you for saying anything that goes against the norm. That's how it's always gonna be. The
I
scientific
like
method
that
isn't
you
real.
know the Galileo reference.
What?
I like that you know the Galileo reference.
I know my history, man.
I like that. But I mean, those are all the stories we have. Also, the New York Times. You know how they wrote that famous article in 2017?
I never heard it. No.
What? It was the article that broke the whole story on UFOs.
News to me.
Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna have to teach you.
You gotta catch me up on that. I'm the guy that wants to know more but knows nothing at the moment.
All
I
right,
just
well, I'll help. I'll help. Well, anyway, the New York Times in 2017, 3 writers came together and broke a story about the government investigating UFOs. Um, you know, when the U.S. government for 50 years said they weren't, they actually were. There was a program. $20 million went to this program. Eh,
yeah.
They were studying Skinwalker Ranch, UFOs, and everything. And the program was called ALSAP. There
Yeah.
was a there was a nickname for that program that branched off called ATIP. Luis Elizondo was part of ATIP, not ALSAP.
Mm.
So they're the ones who leaked the videos that are famous now.
Well, God bless them, man.
Yeah, the Tic
Yeah, we
Tac,
need
the
we need
gimbal.
people like that actually want to see the
Yeah,
truth get out.
dude, Luis Elizondo was leading a UFO government UFO fucking investigation, and he retired or left his so he put in his papers to leave because he felt he couldn't complete the mission unless he was on the outside
Mm.
because he was so restricted by the
Yeah.
government. He couldn't go talk to people in Brazil. He couldn't go talk to people in Italy. Like it, because the stigma. But anyway, because they didn't
Well,
want
and
anyone knowing
no
the
one wants to
government
ruin their
worked.
career over this, you know?
Yeah, yeah. But Luis Elizondo came out and basically retired and then got together with other people that are like-minded who also um, are high up in politics, and they released that video with to the Stars Academy of Arts and Science in uh, 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 2017, and then in 2020, the government admitted, yes, UFOs are real. Yes, there are things in the sky we can't identify. Yes, yes. And that was basically it.
Yeah.
You got a lot of noise, brother.
What's that?
You got a lot of noise in there.
I know, dude. It's the fucking train.
Um, we're gonna wrap up anyway. That was all for tonight. But dude, thank you so much for joining. Let's
Oh,
banter for a few. Hey, let's banter for a few minutes, okay?
all right.
All right, guys. Total disclosure just ended. And now the after party begins. So, what's up? Oh, I can't hear you.
Said I'm
What's up?
beat. Said I'm beat. I've been up since 4 a.m., man.
Yeah, Andrew ate some shrooms yesterday.
Yeah. Still recovering.
Did you see the clip?
Yeah, yeah. I think it came out great. I just need to fucking talk into the mic a little better.
Yeah, they were saying that. Guys, what do you think of Mark's? Have you watched the yesterday's episode?
Ugh. Hope you like me.
Anyway, um, so what the plan is to, guys, I just want to say this. The plan is that we're gonna have Mark on once a week, on the show. I'm gonna talk to Pup Tart. I don't know what the fuck happened. Pop Tart, if you're watching this, that's not at all like when I talked to Mark. Um, what did I say to you, Mark? I said I want to build a team. You, Pop Tart, a female, and me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not what I said?
It's exactly what you said.
So I don't know why he's so upset. Um, so Pop Tart, text me, man. Come on, don't be a little girl.
Yeah, man. Join the team.
Join the team.
We're gonna do good things.
We're doing good things, baby. So Mark is gonna join in studio whenever he can, but I am gonna give him a microphone and a camera. I was also gonna give Pop Tart a microphone and a camera, but we'll see how that goes. And also, we are holding auditions for a female. Um, even if you identify as a female, um, that's acceptable as well. Um, but we'd like to get a female host on the show so that so I can go back to doing some of the movie stuff plus UFO stuff, and then, um, you know, we can build a little schedule. So if you're interested in that, please DM me on Twitter. Make sure to like this video, share it on social media, subscribe for more content like this, ring that bell, ring that bell, ring that bell. Mark, you were great. I know you don't have social media, but you know I love you, dog.
Oh yeah. Likewise, brother man.
And I'll see you soon.
All right. Take it
All
easy,
right,
guys.
take it easy.
Peace. All right. Thank you.
All right, and that's tonight's show. I am sorry for the situation. Pop Tart kind of just bailed last minute, and I was left without a co-host. So Mark, being the good friend he is on the train, jumped in to help. So apologize, but you can, support the channel, join it, our membership. It's great. Early access. I've been given a lot of early access, which is great. Because I love engaging with the members because you guys are the heart and soul. Tonight, we had a good time. Tomorrow, Linda Thompson, MUFON. She's amazing. This woman is just immaculate at what she does. The interview will be around 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern. So we hope to see you all there. Till then, guys, we love you. And, we do it for you. We do it for the culture. Keep your eye in the sky.